Hey, welcome to the video. This is slightly different to the usual 3 Crazy Chickens videos in that it's longer and it's going to show you a behind the scenes kind of making of one of our shorts. So this is a short that is going to be going out today on YouTube and TikTok, and it's in the East Coast reworked map, which is the East Coast base map, but then it's been added to. So it's got new areas to explore and some new textures, and it's pretty cool, new buildings. It's fun. I did a video on this one yesterday, and whilst I was making that video, I found a tunnel somewhere. I can't remember whereabouts it was. It was near a waterfall, that's all I remember. And I thought that would make quite a cool video. So this is what we do when we make videos. Quite often we'll just open up a map and then we press F11 and go into the world editor, and that gives us a chance just to fly around and sort of spot, there's the tunnel, try and spot any sort of interesting places for a setting for a video, because the videos are almost always short. But we do like to have a little bit of a kind of story to them, even in 20 seconds or 40 seconds or whatever. So this is a tunnel I found yesterday. So I don't know where it goes. I think it goes through to the sea on the other side. Let's have a look. Yes, there is a dock there. And then I remember seeing the dock, and I think there was a pier. Yeah, there was a pier over there as well. So what I'm thinking, this would be brilliant for like a police chase. So if we set off on one side of the tunnel, we could be chased through the tunnel by the police, and then maybe get either to just the other side. Oh, actually, we could spawn in a speedboat. That could work. We're not going to be using the truck for this. I think this would be a good one for the Bastion. Yeah, maybe. What do you reckon? The red tail? I like the red tail, or the battle hawk. Let's do the red tail, and let's put 3 Crazy Chickens livery on it, which just puts our stickers on it. And I reckon maybe we should go for our number plate as well. I mean, it's a little bit in your face, but I quite like it. And yeah, there we go, the 3cc number plate. Good stuff. Right, that's going to be our vehicle. So let's go for a speedboat. I think we've got the speedboat mod installed. Yep, perfect, twin engine. I mean, let's spawn it here. It's going to be in the wrong place, but where you can move it in the world editor over to where we want it. Let's just sort of follow the route that we're going to take. So we could have it in the port bit on the dock. I reckon down here, I reckon that would be a good spot. You could drive along the little pier and then jump into the speedboat and make your getaway that way. Let's just rotate it in the world editor, get it where we want it. It's next to the pier. Okay, good stuff. That would be good. Like I say, through the tunnel, round there, and then down onto the pier. Okay, back with our Bastion. Let's rotate that so that's facing in the right direction, and then we need to think about what's going to be chasing us. I mean, this map does seem quite intensive of memory, so let's maybe go for 3 police cars chasing us. I mean, let's move that and let it drop under the world for a minute. There we go, it's in the right place. Let's see now if we can spawn in 3. Yeah, I think 3 is best. Okay, thinking about what's going to chase us, I think we'll go for a Bastion. There's the off-road Bastion Beast. I mean, that is not fun to, well, it is fun to drive. It's chaotic to drive, but maybe the AI will do a better job of it than me. So let's have the Bastion, and then I think we'll go for one of the old Grand Marshals. What do you reckon? Or yeah, Marshal. We could go for the Vengeful Ghost, but let's try and keep it a little bit more realistic. Let's go for the Police Interceptor. I like that one. It's quite steady, easy to drive car. Whoops. Okay, we'll just let that spawn and fall down towards the river. So that's 2 of the 3. I think the final one that we should have, I normally like to go with the Sheriff in the Roma. I just like the idea of the Sheriff kind of leading the chase. Well, normally it's quite slow, so it's normally at the back, but involved in there somewhere. So let's spawn a new one of those as well. I mean, that can stay there for the moment. Okay, I've gone for the okay, I might live to regret that. I've gone for the crazy sheriff. I don't really know whether that's going to work. Right, let's use the world editor and move them up away from the water, because they're never going to get anywhere if they're stuck down there. Okay, let's use move to camera. No, not the boat. Control Z, undo that one. Oh, it's like rising from the ground, Undertaker style-y. There you go, there's the interceptor. And oh yeah, just make a real mess of this. There's the crazy sheriff spawning from inside the interceptor. And then which was the other one? It was clone 0. Yep, also why not make it a trio of terrible placement. Oh, right, well, okay, we'll fix that in a minute. Right, there's the sheriff, there's us. I mean, this is not how to do it. Alright, there you go, there's police interceptor. I think we should go maybe second with the police interceptor, because I think the fastest of the three is going to be the Bastion, and then I think the crazy sheriff's going to go at the back. That's what I'm going to do. So happy with those two, and let's stick, yes, I reckon that Bastion at the front. I think it's going to probably catch us quite quickly, but hopefully be able to get away from it. So I use the in-game replay recording function, because by doing that I can then get the gameplay recorded and then play it back in the game and change camera angles and things and get all the different shots that we need to put the final video together. Alright, let's give this a go to start with. I don't know how this is going to work. So I'm going to go, and then I'm going to get AI to chase me, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know if this bit is, I think this bit is a custom part of this map, and therefore the AI may not be brilliant on the path, but let's give it a go and see how it works out. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's escape those police. Lacking a little bit of traction off the line. There we go. I knew that Bastion was going to get us straight away. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, yep. I mean, that is about as bad as it possibly gets. Of going through the tunnel. Oh, and then the speedboat is chasing us, and the Bastion's stuck. And oh, those two have crashed into each other. Okay, I don't think using the AI to chase us is going to be the way forward. I think we need to do the AI scripting recording, and we're going to actually map out their route and get us to chase us that way, because this is going to be a disaster otherwise. So in the world editor, you can get to the script AI manager. I think it's in window and then gameplay, and using this we can use this to record the route of the various AI vehicles, and then we can press play on it and it will run through that, and we can drive live. So let's be the crazy Bastion to start with. I mean, we've got to get through the tunnel. Let's try that again. I mean, this could be an embarrassment. Right, let's reset vehicle, reset recording. Okay, let's give this a go. If this doesn't work, I will do it off camera so that I'm not distracted. I mean, that is terrible. Right, I'm not going to make you sit through this. I'll show you the one that works in a minute. Okay, this one's going to work. There we go, round here, over the bridge. I mean, those two won't be crashed there, but that's fine. I reckon we can make it through the tunnel. Good stuff. And then we're going to go through nice and carefully. Okay, well, we'll crash there, but that's fine. That's okay. We kind of don't want it to go much further than that anyway. So that's the Bastion. Let's try the police interceptor next, which I think is going to be a lot easier to handle. So if I mess this one up, it'll be even more of an embarrassment. I mean, it's not the fastest car in the world, but it is nice and steady. Past the wreck of the sheriff. I mean, hopefully it won't glitch like that on the final video, but we'll see. and we'll make our way through the tunnel, and we're going to hit that, but that's fine. We can kind of have that crash in there. If that actually happens in the final video, brilliant. I'll be happy. Okay, so that's the interceptor. We've just got then the sheriff to do. I decided that crazy sheriff wasn't a good idea, so we're going to use ordinary sheriff, which, whilst not the most exciting, is fairly straightforward to drive, and isn't going to glitch out on us. So hopefully we can get the sheriff through the tunnel to the same point. I quite like that as an end point. If we can get 1 or 2 or even 3 of the police vehicles through the tunnel, that might work. Let's just take it steady through here. I mean, like I say, it's not the fastest vehicle in the world. I mean, perfect. If we can get that to do that in the final video, then that would be spot on. Can't beat a little bit of body coming away from the chassis. I mean, we need to put that speedboat back in the right place. Just going to move it in the world editor back onto our dock, little pier area. Let's just do that quickly. Let's move it over there. Right, perfect, that'll do. So now we've got the 3 police vehicles recorded, and we're going to drive live, and then we've got the speedboat which will also drive live when we get there. Okay, let's turn off loop on there, because otherwise once it's done its playthrough, it then starts again at the beginning. We don't want that. So, right. The other thing we're going to do is going to press record in a second, and I'm going to do Shift and N or whatever you've got your keybind to turn on the sirens and the lights for the police cars. And then we're going to go. I mean, we've been hit already. I thought that might happen. Okay, we've been quite aggressively hit. But the interceptor's made it across the bridge. Okay, I mean, that could have gone worse for a first go. Let's try it again. Good thing is now we just do reset of our car, but then stop and then press play for the AI cars, and they'll hopefully just go through their recording again. So we can just keep doing this until we actually get one where it works and I don't fail miserably getting over the bridge. Okay, let's give it another go. I mean, this could take a while. This bit can take a long time. So we'll do a go, 1 go, maybe 2 goes, and if it looks like it's going to take a while, we'll come back to it. Okay, let's go. So right, that little nudge is quite nice at that point. So is that little nudge actually, and then okay. I mean, we've made it through. I mean, the rear tyres deflated. Have we actually get any police following us? No, it doesn't look like we are. Right, I'm not going to make you sit through this. Let's show you a one when it works. Many hours later. So finally got one where we get through the tunnel, and so does one of the AI cars. I quite like the fact at the beginning here the Bastion gets ahead, and then we go underneath it. That's quite nice. We've got a fair bit of damage, but we're still drivable past the interceptor. Engine's damaged, but it's hopefully going to be okay to get us through. So you can see at this point I'm not playing this one then live, I'm playing this one through the replay function in the UI apps. This means I can then just keep replaying this and filming and recording from different angles. So I'm using the NVIDIA built-in screen record to capture the footage on screen, and then we made it to the speedboat. So that was kind of a view from behind the our Bastion most of the way. What I'll do normally is do a front, a side, back camera, sometimes do a driver camera, a hood camera, and then the different vehicles involved, and get as much footage as I can, so that then I can then edit it together, so that we've got a 30 seconds, 40 seconds of kind of seamless of content at the end. So here, let's do one from the front. And this is why I love this kind of replay function, because it just makes this so much easier than any other way of doing it that I know of anyway. Nice that bit, and then going over the bridge by the waterfall is pretty cool as well. I do try and, because you can control the camera when you're watching it back, I just try and swing the camera a little bit like how it might be in a movie. Try and capture that Roma crashing there, and then down to the dock again, and then into the speedboat. Let's do another shot from the front. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of playing to get a good angle. It's all about the angles really, isn't it? You want it to feel like it's a film, like it's cinematic. Get past the interceptor again. This time I want to try and capture a little bit of the police chase through the tunnel. Yeah, but that's nice having the lights behind us. And then it crashes into the fence, which is good. And then this bit we've had before, down the hill onto the pier and then into the speedboat. Okay, next let's film from the point of view of the sheriff. Good thing about this is it's at the back, which should give us a nice view of the two bastions crashing over the bridge. Nice, and that's quite cool. I hadn't seen that. The sheriff actually kind of pushes the bastion out of the way, which is also quite nice if we can include that in the final video. And then we can chase the bastion through and hopefully have a nice dramatic crash. Perfect. Okay, next let's record on board with the bastion, behind the bastion. Let's see what kind of angles we get here, because obviously we're in the front now, and then we get hit and the bastion goes underneath, and then we get the sheriff hitting us. I mean, I quite like that angle. I can't quite see how it's going to fit into the final video, but I like it. And that's the end of that. So let's see if we can just do the police interceptor next. The sheriff's right on our tail, isn't he? So the sheriff behind us, the interceptor, which I thought would be the slowest. Actually, it gets ahead of us, but it doesn't make it through the tunnel, does it? No, it crashes quite quite dramatically into the rusty old vehicle. That's quite a cool camera angle. I liked both cars going past behind it. I'm thinking we need to make sure we get that waterfall in there, because it's really quite cool. I love the graphics of the waterfall on this game. So yeah, we'll just do another behind the bastion, just make sure we've got good angles. And then around the corner. The amount of times I didn't show you where I would go too fast out that tunnel and fly into a tree, and then down. You don't need to see that again. Then once we're happy with all the footage that we've got, we import it into video editor. You could use whatever you wanted to. At the moment we're using Filmora, which is not too expensive and fairly easy to use, and play around with the editing until we're happy with it. So here you can see how many different parts it's been cut into. There's using 4 or 5 parts of the main video from different camera angles, trying to make it cinematic, trying to make it seamless from one to the next. And then we go down and on the pier into the speedboat, and then it will fade to black. And then it's just a case of exporting it and uploading it onto YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want us to do any other similar videos showing how else we record the videos, or how we do the mods that we make for the mainly skin mods, we can do that. We are a tiny little channel, so please do like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, especially if they think they might like some BeamNG content. We'll try not to have too much in the way of cheesy music and things like that in our videos. We just want to show off BeamNG and have some fun. Thanks very much for watching.